Do you know anybody who, like, you look at them and you think, this person has it all? They've got a beautiful house, they've got great kids, they've got money, and they're always bitching about something. And you think to yourself, my God, if I had half of what they had, I would just be so happy. If I had money, I could solve other problems. You know, I feel a little bit like America is like that. Like, I feel like we have so much and we just complain about shit all the time. Most of the world lives in poverty. At like we can't even comprehend, and we get to like pee in perfectly good drinking water. Like people walk hundreds of miles every single day to get water, and we just piss and shit in like perfectly good drinking water. But yet all we do is complain. We complain. And it's like, I think collectively, this country, I don't know if it's by design, which I think probably it is, but it's like the messaging to us is of lack, right? The message is that we're not good enough, or we don't have enough, or that there's always a problem, that we don't deserve things like healthcare, right? That we don't deserve things like free education, childcare. We don't deserve things like affordable housing. We don't deserve things like clean drinking water, protections, corporations. We're so easily duped by billionaires and by corporations and by people who are greedy and corrupt. And we cannot see like what's right in front of us. Like I think about, this bill that passed the Senate last night. Well, it's going to strip almost $1 trillion out of Medicaid. And I know that so many people think Medicaid is for the poor, and they don't realize that Medicaid is really like the foundation of all of our health insurance, what that's going to do to us all collectively. So many people don't remember that 60 to 70% of bankruptcies were because of medical bills. They don't remember like paying all this money for insurance and then being denied claims. Now they say like 11 million people or something like that are going to be kicked off the Affordable Care Act. I mean, the Republicans have been trying to take away our health care forever. And so many of Americans are okay with that. At least so many Americans who just have, through their vote, through their thinking, have put us in a situation where we just cannot have nice things. When you look at what the legislation that Biden and Harris did, not just that, but what Harris talked about on her campaign trail, that even when I talked to Democrats, didn't hear it. That Harris was talking Medicare pay for in-home health workers. I mean, that's huge. That's huge. That would have been such a benefit to like every American at some point. The Harris administration talked about partnering with the private sector to build more homes, affordable homes. I'm in the construction industry, so that's the one thing I've said. Until we get the federal government and the private sector to work together to solve this affordable housing issue, we're just not going to solve it. She was talking about streamlining the permitting process. So $25,000 to first-time home buyers. Like, these are real scenarios, real life situations. Like, we understand that those are really big things to talk about, but people didn't hear that. They didn't hear about like expanding healthcare, about taxing the wealthy so we could have nice things. Here's the thing. We invest in to be successful. We buy their products. We give them the success that they seek. And then they get more of our money through tax dollars, through government contracts, so they can build rockets that blow up. Them paying 30 or 40% is really what I call trickle-down economics. It's them still being billionaires, still being wealthy, but paying enough taxes that we get to have nice things like healthcare. That is just something we deserve. We deserve it. Every American should feel good enough about themselves that they should feel worthy, that they deserve to have free healthcare. They should stop fighting for billionaires, stop making the argument for billionaires to get whatever the fuck they want while we just like live in poverty, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And when people say, well, look at Canada, Canada has shitty healthcare. Well, first of all, I don't believe that at all. Either Canada does what Canada does. Whether it works for Canada or not, it's not our concern. What is our concern is America. We are incredible people. We can build anything. We can build a system that works for us. But we have to collectively believe we deserve it. We have to collectively ask for it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I completely off kilter here? Am I completely like running with a crazy thought? Does anybody else see any logic in what I'm trying to say? Anyway, let me know. And I appreciate you guys listening to me vent as I try to figure out the crazy that is our lives. Now, talk to you later. Bye.